only on esportbf.com.
Be going down, probably going to try and maybe go for a couple of mines, but he doesn't see the players over to his left-hand side. Bully is going to be on to the tank here. We do see Precise Gaming looking like he's going to try and catch a couple of these guys onto that C flag, although I think that the infantry has already been taken care of, as Stormslayer doing a decent job so far of just spotting it out, what's going on. We do see 2 players now onto that A flag. Transitioning up to that B flag, though, are 3 individuals. Ooh, does look like that is going to be Verminthreat getting picked up there. And see if we can get Esteban onto that B flag, as he is going to be able to spot out that player. They know exactly where he's at. That is going to be a good cleanup. So B now transitioning over into their favor. So this is just really chaotic starting, as no team is really going to be asserting their dominance just yet. Esteban trying to get a little bit of space, although he does get picked up. I do like that idea, trying to get out there to that flank. It will help you just a little bit, especially with that STG, although you got to win out your fight. Ooh, nice shot there from Verminthreat. We'll be able to pick up that nice little headshot, just the tip of him stepping up, and that's going to be a BC hold for those players. So really good job there on their part. C looks like it has been ward off. A is going to be, for the most part, in their favor easily. Although Hyper does spot out 2 players starting transition, only able to take down 1. And they are going to get flooded out here pretty soon. Nice pickup there. That was going to be Code, able to pick up at least 1. Tanks are going to be trying to come back here to that C flag to help out. Stormslayer, though, he is definitely going to be on the run, as 3 infantry players are going to give him chase. So with Stormslayer getting taken out, I like the play here from the tank crew. Precise Gaming going to go ahead, back it up to Alpha. That's actually a really, really good play on their part. Heads up as they see, hey, you know what? We're getting completely outnumbered here. We see that there's at least 4 or 5 infantry players. That means that there's going to be a squad somewhere else on the map. Well, guess what? Our guys at B are getting contested. So therefore, A should be, for the most part, clear, and they go back to that Alpha flag. So really like the decision making coming out for them. Hyper is going to be able to spot out a couple of players as well. Unfortunately, we do see some really crappy bugs over here from Dice, and that is just going to be a complete push, zerging push onto that B flag. Where they got 1, 2, 3, that's 5, 6, 7 individuals over there onto B. That 8th one did get taken up over onto Alpha flag. We do see another transition over here to Charlie. They got to be a little bit careful of kind of going with the zerging style plays. They are in the lead right now. Ooh, nice little 2 shots there from Precise Gaming, as he will be able to take down 2 players. But they've got to be careful, because if they do get into this kind of zerg ball style, and they do get behind, if they don't have that 2 flag advantage at any point, then that does mean that they are kind of going to be lagging behind on attacking any of these flags. And as long as the rotations are good for Spartans, then it's going to be really rough for them to make a comeback. So we do see pretty good spread out, though. They were able to make it over there to the C flag fast enough. Esteban is going to be attacked by 2 individuals. They are right on the other side of him here, as that's going to be Doom and Too Much Drugs holding it down. Although Vermintha spawns in just at the last second. Trades are going to be coming in. Does Esteban know that Too Much Drugs coming on the other side? He does spot him out, but it's not going to be enough. He was already low on health. Will end up getting picked up. Meanwhile, we do see that A flag starting to get flashed down as well. So a possible 3-cap? Nope. It does get taken care of, but I got to say, I'm liking the fact that 1UP is keeping the pressure on them and keeping it honest. Now, over here next to that C flag, as Precise Gaming going to try and come back around. I like what Adamant is doing. He's going to be able to rotate in between C and B. For the most part, he will be safe. Long-range shots should make sure that he is not going to get taken out too quick. But, you know, right now, they don't have to worry about getting onto a flag. They have that burn. 125 to 88, as we do see Biscotti getting onto that C flag, finally going to be able to win it out. But the concern here is where are the rotations coming in at, and are they going to be able to hold strong? Vermintha is now in a 1-on-2. Oh, nice shot. As he will be able to pick up 1 shot, because he'll go for a second. When he does, his speed gets picked up. So now he is really holding off this push over here for that A flag. As long as these 2 players can stay up and alive, that sacrifice should be good. There you go. Osprey will be able to stay up. So that is going to help them out quite a bit here on this A flag. Now, what's really going to be concerning is can they hold off on this next push? Do they know that there are 3 players right on the other side here? Too Much Drugs does a little bit of damage there to at least one of those players. He is going to go ahead, push up onto the flag itself. Nice assist there onto that A site. And they are so far winning out on all of these fights. This is fantastic here for 1UP. Ooh, but a knife in the back. That's not going to feel good. That's going to be Wonder Bread being able to pick that up. And on the other side of the map, we do see a successful defense over there onto C. So pretty damn good, I would have to say, from Spartans. They faltered there a little bit at the very beginning, but it's looking like maybe they're going to be able to come back with a little bit of a win in their favor. Doom is going to go ahead, pressure in onto that A flag. And he's going to be able to get that nice little spot out there onto Wonder Bread. All right, so that A flag should be going over into the favor here of 1UP. C flag for the most part is okay. We do see a small rotation of only 1 player. Biscotti is going to be getting onto that B flag. I really would have liked to have seen him wait for some spawns maybe to come back in. Not going to be happening though. Yeah, very interesting play, I would have to say. I don't know, maybe he just didn't have, I don't know, maybe his squad was already all spawned in, but at that point, I think it would be worth just going for a suicide and spawn back up, because, I mean, you are talking about 30 tickets now. That is a bit of a hefty sum to come back from, as a Bully Noob trying to get the revolver kill, not going to be able to do so. Pulls out that Lewis gun. His teammate, though, Biscotti, is all over, and he will be able to pick up 2 on that push, but Too Much Drugs and Hyper will be able to finish off on that A push. So no success on Alpha. We do see the tank trying to come out of spawn, but Precise Gaming is going to have a lot of work ahead of them. In the meantime, though, we do see the rotation of players coming in from that C flag, trying to get up to Bravo. Code is going to be setting up next to the ammo dump. And currently just waiting for those players to see where the rotations are going to be coming in from. Spots out a couple of players from afar, so that's going to be some good information that he can tell his teammates, as Too Much Drugs is just ready and waiting. 13-5, this man is on a tear. He's going to make it 14. Yes, he is. Beautiful job there taking down Esteban. And it's looking like Spartans just doesn't quite have an answer for this. They're really struggling to get onto these sites, especially their own home flags. We do see the tank-on-tank action is going to be shaping up. Stormslayer is... I'm sorry, not Stormslayer. I was looking at Precise Gaming. He is going to go down. That is going to be a very big win. Code going to be back there with the support player. That is something that, like I said, I think a lot more teams needed to use this year. We've seen that transition at the very beginning. They weren't using support kits, but now they are. So really like the transition that these teams have made. You can see right now that Hyper and Prince are going to be coming into the backside. that is going to be a lot of players that they have to fight through. Hyper does end up staying alive. He is going to be able to pick only one player up. And where is Adamant going to be at? Adamant is now going to be pushing on in. And this is a really good spot for him to be in. He will be able to get a lot of splash damage on these players. They're open. There's not a whole lot of places for them to actually run to. And he is just going to be slowly but surely taking down a lot of that area. Although, really good smokes coming in. Now, I do want to see over here on the C flag as it was flashing. That is going to be Speed setting up for a potential push, but he is going to go down. So now over on the other side, back to that A flag. Hyper leading the charge, taking down Stormslayer. The tank from Adamant is also going to be able to get onto the flag itself. So that is going to help them out quite a bit. And slowly but surely, they are going to be whittling these down. Only one player left up and alive. That was going to be Allprince, but he ends up getting taken down. Doesn't look like we are going to be seeing a hold. Oh, I'm sorry, we are going to be seeing a hold. So that is going to be A and B now in the favor of 1UP, 34-68. Will Spartans be able to make a comeback here? Very patient play coming in from Vermithra. I like that kind of style. He was probably waiting for another individual maybe to follow up with him. But we'll be able to get that initial frag. Nobody is going to be following up with him, though. And this is pretty disappointing. I mean, I would like to have seen maybe at least a two-man push onto this B flag to kind of help each other out, get some cross shots going in. But Vermithra is basically all alone in a 1 versus 4. Where are the rest of his team at? It looks like they were going to be preoccupied over here onto Alpha. But, yeah, that's not looking good. So we do see that A flag going over into their favor. Maybe Vermithra was just basically a way of distracting in that sense. Adamant, though, he is going to be all alone, it looks like, in a one-on-one battle with Precise. Actually curious as to why Precise isn't pushing this a little bit more aggressive. He is going to go ahead and make a push here for Adamant. Adamant, though, he is going to be very, very weak. Code ends up going down. Allprince also gets picked up. Adamant will end up dying here. That's going to open up to the north side of this map. So this is really good if you are a Spartan fan. That's going to give them control of the ammo depot. It will give them control of that CA lane. So they're going to be able to take their armor and make a move back and forth very, very easily. Wonder Bread is going to be able to catch 4 players trying to transition over to that Charlie site. If he can pick up maybe 1 or 2 of these kills, that would be huge. Does a little bit of damage, but not able to get any of the kills. The communication is going to be key here as to where those players are actually at. It looks like we do see a 1-on-2 over there next to A, but we're also going to be seeing Code getting onto that Charlie flag. Nobody transitioning up to Bravo, so that's going to be a free flag here for 1UP, but right now it does look like the focus is going to be onto that C flag for Spartan to try and hold off on this. 19 tickets to 40. They have drug them down pretty darn far. And this is absolutely a doable situation for these guys to be in. And they can win this. So they do clear out over there on the Charlie. A is also going to be clear for the time being. I like the fact that Stormslayer getting a little bit aggressive up here next to Bravo. He's not having anybody on 1UP being able to basically be comfortable in this situation. Although, doesn't check behind the tree. That's a pretty common area. Kind of curious as to why he didn't. But we do see a squad wipe over onto the side of 1UP here as Too Much Drugs going to be making his way down towards the middle of the map. Now, so far, not able to get on any of these flags just yet. We do see Too Much Drugs deciding whether he wants to go for that A or that C flag. Does look like he's going to be trying to cut off over here onto Alpha. So with that kill, it is going to alert them to his presence, so they know that he's going to be coming up here, and he should end up getting picked up, and he does. So nice plays coming in from Spartan. 16 now to 21, as we might be seeing a lead change here in just a few seconds. And where are those transitions going to be coming in at? Adamant doesn't have anybody supporting him just yet. Kind of stalled out here in the middle. 1UP doesn't look like they're too sure as to where they want to go, although Allprince is going to be making his way first. No, how did he not see that player? He's going to go ahead and back it up. His teammates helping him out quite a bit there, but the push is going to be commencing. These revives are going to be critical on top of that A site, and we do see a comeback now, a lead change coming on in as Spartans take it 12-9. And this is going to be a pretty intense little fight here onto this A flag. as All Prince is trying to find where these players are at. He does spot out one. Nice little pick up there. I think that's going to be an all clear on top of A. Nope, there is going to be one player left up and alive. That will be Biscotti. Can he make it in time here for his teammates to spawn back in? Trying to find where his squad is actually at. It does look like 2 players maybe are going to be spawning back up. One is in the armor, so not going to be happening there onto A. Can the transition happen fast enough? It can't. And I think that's going to be all she wrote there. Unless the tank can maybe just plow on into the flag here for Alpha. Right away, maybe stop that burn and stop the players from soaking up. I don't know. It's going to be 1 ticket. I don't think it's going to happen here. I think that it will tick away as, yes, 5 tickets separate these 2 teams. That is a pretty crazy intense match. So fantastic job right there from 1UP to be able to get out to that early lead. But you got to give props to Spartans. They took a 30 to 40 ticket deficit. They were able to turn it around and almost win the game there towards the end. It was a pretty tight match right there, and I gotta say, very impressed indeed. So now we're going to be moving on into Rotterdam here, guys. Now this map, we've said it time and time again, Axis team is going to have a slight advantage getting onto that Bravo flag first. We should be seeing the Allied team going in for probably a pretty heavy push there towards the north side. Typically, we do see an all-medic squad going on up there, as they are going to be able to revive and get those heals off. That is going to be extremely important in this situation. I'm not too sure if we're going to be seeing a push to the south. That has been slightly successful here in these last couple of games that we have cast for a few weeks. But typically we do see a push coming up there into the north side of the map. Now, the advantage, if the B flag is lost for the Axis side, is pretty much gone, as they have probably the worst side in getting spawn trapped from. It's pretty difficult to get out, especially if you can get all those initial kills and force them across the river. So we'll see what the play is going to be. And yeah, as I said before, that's going to be 7 medics on the board right now. 7 medics. That is a lot of medics right now, as you do see a push coming in here from Stormslayer. And a lot of smokes are going to be coming in. I like this play. It is going to allow him to disorientate his team, or the team. He does eventually end up getting picked up. Now over here towards the north, this is going to be really important as Speed is in a perfect position to lock this down. He will be able to spot one, picks him up. That's going to be Esteban going down, but he's going to be vastly outnumbered. Picks up Bully Noob as well. That's 3. His teammates are going to be able to help. Can he get the 4th? He can, as he does end up getting picked up, but his teammates, Too Much Drugs, comes around the corner, and can they finish it off? He cannot. Too Much Drugs end up going down. The revives are going to be too strong here in this particular spot. We do see Dorm now starting to rotate back up to that D flag, and this is going to be utter chaos right here, guys. As you can see, smokes are going to be out. Players are going to be just going anywhere and everywhere. Lots of medics are going to be involved in this. The problem right now is that you do have a lot of these medics that are going to be already kind of half weak pushing on in. They're trying to heal up as much as possible, and these longer range players are going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. Hyper trying to stay up and alive. He ends up getting a revolver to his butt, and that is not going to be fun at all. But 4 players do end up making it through. They are going to be able to contest onto this A flag. In the meantime, we do see B starting to get contested as well. Esteban doing a pretty decent job. He was able to pick up at least 1 of those kills along with Osprey, but Speed not saying die yet. He's going to be able to take down 1 himself. In the meantime, we do have that C flag starting to get taken over. I don't think that's a big concern as of right now. We just want to see Spartans getting out and getting over here towards that A flag. They're perfectly okay with holding on to A and B setup. Hyper is going to be right on the other side of this. I like the fact that they closed the doors. This is something that may sound stupid, but him closing those doors will alert them to anybody that's going to be coming in, unless you get shot through those doors, in which case it's not really going to matter much. Hyper is going to be able to take 2 kills, lead the charge back onto this A flag, and we do see some spawns that are going to be coming back in. That is a very awkward spot to have to fight from. A lot of smokes are going to be coming into play. Oh man, Speed able to take the win there versus Hyper. Or, sorry, that was Bully Noob. But in the end, is it going to matter? Too Much Drug still going to be up and alive. He's a little bit low on health here. And One Shot trying to clear out the backfield. There are going to be 3 players up and alive, pushed all the way in the back. A couple of them are going to be upstairs as well. So, interesting, as this is going to cause several of these players to have to come all the way back to deal with this. And as much as I would love to see Speed being able to take that, that's going to be a 4-on-1. That will not happen. In the meantime, C is going to go into the favor, or stay into the favor rather, of One Nation. We do see One Shot spawning back in. Too Much Drugs also going to be coming back in as well. And this is really going to be a hell of a fight for this Alpha Cap. 130 tickets now to 120. 10 tickets separating these 2 teams. And I gotta say, if you are a 300 fan, this is going to be perfectly fine for you. As that A flag is now going to be capped on over. Spawns are going to be coming back in onto A. But Esteban and Stormslayer doing a really, really great job at clearing this out. And that will be finishing it off as Biscotti getting the last kill. Now, over here onto that C flag, we do see 2 players from Spartans able to get onto the burn. And they are currently winning it out. Osprey, though, that is just bad timing on his part. Definitely does suck, but his teammates are going to be getting cleared up. That's 3 down. Now coming down to a 1-on-1 actually onto this B site. Does look like One Shot wants none of that. He's going to go ahead and back on off, go over here towards that A flag. Maybe he can get a flank here onto A, but he is spotted out, so they're going to know exactly what's going to be up here. Trying to get a revolver shot, managing to stay alive. I don't even know how, as he is going to have at least 1 player up in front of him. 2 players up in front of him actually right now. 1 right next to him. You can hear him into the bushes as he's trying to be super sneaky. Will be able to spot him out. Gets the kill. Does he know it's going to be followed up with at least 1 more? It's not. And that's going to be a squad wipe on the one side of 1 up. And 2 also down. So that is going to be a huge loss here for 1 up, as an attempt onto that B flag is not going to be successful. So they have been pushed back. And basically, like I said, this is the awkward position to be playing from if you are on the Axis side. So yes, you do get to that B flag first. But when you're trying to get back on the Alpha flag, even if you have C, it is just so awkward. I mean, that's really all it is. It's just really weird to try and get back through this mess. A lot of tight corridors, a lot of choke points onto A. And the fact that even while you're burning it down, you could actually win that, they are going to be able to have more and more spawns coming back in, which is the whole reason why we did see Spartans able to win back on that A flag, because they did have those spawns all the way in the backfield. Too Much Drugs trying to come back in to clear up a couple of these players. Will not be successful. Speed, though. Speed is going to be in a position to potentially take down 1 or 2 of these players from behind. His teammates are going to be coming back in. We do see that C flag that was getting flashed just for a few seconds, but it does look like Pronation, or I'm sorry, 1 up is going to be able to stay up and continue to keep that C burn in their favor. 78 to 105, as 1 up is in a 30 ticket deficit at the moment. Ooh, nice little shot there from One Shot. So clearing out this A flag, that's going to be pretty big. If they can get these last 3 kills, they will be able to continue their push onto that B site. Oh my god, there are just too many players there. Too many players to have to deal with. Stormslayer does end up going down. Really good cross shots are going to be coming on in. Now it's going to be all up to Biscotti. He gets a nice Panzerfaust there to the face, and this is what 1 up needed. So now they've cleared out that back A spawn. They've made sure that they've controlled over here onto C, and they've actually have really good control on C. Vermithra and Osprey are going to try and make a push for it, but really Spartans has to be concerned about getting pinched from two different sides now. 74 to 85. What was once a 30 ticket advantage is now just down to 10. And Osprey going to be continuing his push over here onto that C flag. Does he realize there's a guy actually back behind? Doesn't have to. Teammate will be able to clean that up. So really good job here from Vermithra and Osprey, as they are going to be able to get control of that C site. The cleanups are going to be coming in. No more spawns. So they get basically reset. They get back to their home flag. They make sure that they keep control of that B site. Nice pickup there from Bully Noob as well. Staying alive. That's going to be keeping pressure onto that A point. If he didn't get killed here for that C4, that would have been huge, but does end up going down. That's not going to be requiring those players to come back in. Oh my god! He could just line it up with 3 kills. He picks up 2. Wonder Bread doing a fantastic job. Does damage to the second one and gets a revolver kill. The man is on a mission to hold on to this B flag. 9 and 3. Wonder Bread doing a fantastic play, as they will be able to hold this push off. We do see a lot of those players trying to make the way to the south side of the map. Now Stormslayer going to come back in. And he does get some nice little C4 damage going out. But you're really going to come down to where his STG is going to come into play. Nice, that's going to be 2 kills, as he is now 14 and 9. So really good job in terms of the frag department. Going to be able to come in back behind these players. This will be huge if you can catch him unawares. Ooh, but he is getting spotted out. And that would have been a massive play as well. Probably could have been able to take down maybe 2 players in that situation, but maybe an overextension going to be coming in, as that B flag will be getting contested very, very quickly. We do see 300 able to get onto that alpha site. 2 players going down on top of Bravo. All Prince is still going to be up and alive. Haven't been able to get onto the burn just yet. Osprey, though, going to be coming in behind. Oh, not able to finish out the kills. Does look like too much drugs. Able to take down Biscotti as well. So a pretty decent push, but now it's all down to Stormslayer in a 1 versus 5. Wonder Bread does get picked up as well, but we have players spawning back in and flooding onto that B flag here from Spartans, but they just keep getting taken out over and over and over again. So 1UP managing to get control of C and B, as it is 29 tickets to 66. We are back to that 30 ticket advantage. But we have seen how quickly this can diminish. But Spartans getting onto that B site will be able to get that full burn in their favor very, very quickly. It almost looked like a domination map there for a second, as that just melted in terms of the time that it took. Good job there for one shot, as he's now 12 and 7. Make that 13. No, not able to connect there with the shots. Will end up going down. A triple cap here for just a few seconds. There's 14 tickets left here on Rotterdam. And I don't think that they're going to be able to make it. One Nation, or 1UP, is going to be able to pick up on that A flag. They do get control over here onto C as well. This is going to be one hell of a fight, as it does look like 2 squads going at it. Biscotti going to be set up. Nice little frag there. Now, at this particular moment, you know, 1UP, it's going to be pretty difficult for them to win it. And it is possible for them to win here. Although I say that, and it does look like their last player onto the flag did end up dying. We do see Hyper in a position maybe to go contest that C flag. But right now, they just want to burn as many of these flags, as many of these tickets as possible. Nobody in a position over here onto that B site. We do see 2 trying to maybe put some pressure back in on the C, but 5 tickets to 50. This is going to be all that they have left in order to try and take down a few more of these tickets. But I think that as long as we see the gunfights going into their favor, Stormslayer doing a good job getting 2 kills, and Adamant trying to stay alive, not going to be able to do so. Stormslayer doing a fantastic job of cleaning that up, and they will be able to take that 50 tickets to 0 in favor of 300. So that's kind of what I was talking about before there, guys. You know, we saw them pushing on into that B site. And like I said, while yes, it is better for the blue side to be able to get to that B flag first, the Allies, if they can get control of A, and I'm talking about get like really good lockdown control, full squad over there, and you have to come from your main spawn out of in order to get back onto that A flag, it is extremely, extremely difficult. And you end up with a situation where what we had before, where they're getting locked down from both ends. It was perfectly okay there for Spartans to hold on to A and B. They basically flipped the map, but they were all right because you only have about 3 lanes that you really have to control in order to successfully hold off on any kind of push. So now we are going to be heading on into Hamada. And this is a map that typically we do see a lot of chaos on. Stormslayer and Vermithra are really at home on this map. We have seen them doing some crazy good damage. On the other side, though, we have seen some good plays coming in for Too Much Drugs. I do remember watching him. He did really well on this map. Hyper also has done really well on this map in the past. Adamant, though, he had a little bit of issues the last time that we cast with some mines, and we'll see if that's going to be a bane for him here this time, or if he's going to be able to stay up and alive. Precise Gaming is going to be in the tank as well on the other side, so we'll see where he's going to be positioning himself, whether he goes up to the north there, or if he's going to try and maybe play into the middle somewhere. So it does look like Adamant going to be making his way over here towards the middle of the map. Esteban will be in a top-down position to maybe catch a couple of these guys unawares. Ooh, I like the fact that he's going to be able to spot out that tank. We're not going to be getting any shots on him just yet, as he himself has been spotted out. Exactly, I agree with you there, Esteban. Bloody hell. But ooh, he does spot him out. Not going to be enough, though. He does end up going down. We do see nice little exchanges all around that B flag. For the most part, though, it is going to be going over into the favor, it looks like, of 1UP. As they are going to be winning out on that burn. Pronation doing a decent job. Precise Gaming now going to be coming back in. Adamant is going to be able to get that last shot off. That's going to be fantastic as Hyper helps him out quite a bit. So the armor now is going to be in the favor of 1UP. But we have seen Spartans playing really, really well without the armor. They have very good fragging abilities. We'll see if that's going to be coming into play. Vermithra, though, just reloads at the wrong time. And that has got to be frustrating. So it does look like we do see a leak here from Allprince. He's going to be able to get out to that alpha flag. In the meantime, Stormslayer does end up getting picked up himself over here onto Bravo. But a very healthy push is going to be happening here for 1UP to try and clear out this B flag. Stormslayer and Precise Gaming are both going to be up and alive. Adamant's still going to be doing that splash damage thing, as that is not going to be a good spot for these guys to fight from. Hyper is going to be coming back up top. Stormslayer will be able to get that final frag onto Hyper. And it does look like they've cleared out the majority of these infantry players. Speed is going to be still up and alive, but just exposing a little bit too much of him, he will end up going down. Now, what's really going to be curious is to see where Adamant is going to be positioning himself, because he is vastly outnumbered in terms of players. And he does have a couple of infantry players that are going to come back in and help him out. Too Much Drugs doing a decent job of getting a couple of frags here, but he ends up getting picked up himself. So finally, we do see Bully Noob able to get back onto this A site. Oh, not fast enough there, as he does end up getting taken down. Precise Gaming is going to be potentially pushing in onto that C flag with Biscotti. 132 to 147. Still very close game. And this one is by no means over. We have seen some crazy turnarounds on this map. And I imagine we're going to be seeing much of the same here, as it does look like B flag and C going into the favor right now of this squad. Although, too much drugs, trying to do some work. Not going to be good enough. Doesn't end up going down. So B flag will be safe for now. 1UP is going to be able to secure that one. Ooh, just in time to be able to get onto the C flag to try and hold it down. Although he is getting pushed from several different directions. Lots of rockets going to be coming in his way. Biscotti is going to be up and alive along with Stormslayer. And this is going to be a pretty difficult fight for both of these guys. Biscotti in a 1-on-2. He does end up going down. Just too much damage there for him to have to deal with. C flag now going into their favor. Over here onto Bravo. Does look like it is going to be safe for the time being for 1UP. And that's going to be a full clean wipe there onto that Charlie flag. No presence whatsoever. So Doom here getting a little bit aggressive. He does hear the armor going to be coming up. So that is going to be some good information that he will be able to tell Adamant to go ahead and get in position for that tank. But Doom still going to be laying down the pressure, and I like this here from 1UP. This is exactly what they need to do. Continue this pressure, go for some demoralizing plays, and make sure that you just completely knock them out. Now, they did lose C in the process. That's not going to be a big deal, I don't think, as Adamant is going to be transitioning back over to meet this tank. You've got to be careful about these spawns that are going to be coming on in. And I think the first shot is probably going to be going over here to Adamant. If he can just find them all. Though, oh, that's going to be some C4 coming in. Stormslayer going to be able to pick up at least one. Gets the Panzerfaust on him. So no armor whatsoever. We're also going to be seeing Precise using the mine clearing. But Stormslayer going huge. You get 3 kills and the tank. That is going to be massive. Opening it up to a push here onto that B flag. Though they don't have any flags at the moment. Being able to take that armor piece off the board, that's going to be huge for them. And now we do see him starting to spread out amongst all of the flags. They need to go ahead and secure themselves at least that B side, I would have to say. Biscotti's still going to be staying up and alive. If he can get this kill. Oh, not quite. As he goes ahead, backs on up. Not sure if he's going to be able to get this last frag here. That A flag not going to be going back in their favor. So even though they were able to do a lot of damage there, it is not going to be going over into their favor. They do lose out on all of these flags. That triple cap really starting to hurt. They will be able to get control of that C site, but not onto B. That's really disappointing to see that they weren't able to get onto that Bravo flag. Sorry about that, guys. This cough is kind of haunting me here. Excuse me. But we do see that A flag now going over into the favor here of Spartans. Looking pretty decent. They do have control of that 2 flag burn. Maybe they can start getting it in their favor. 40 ticket advantage now to 1UP. And they are going to be continuing in onto that C site. Bully knew, but maybe transitioning a little bit too early there, as he's going to be caught in between that B and C flag. Stormslayer is going to be completely out of position. And we do see Precise Gaming still going to be up and alive. Looks like his armor did go down. Stormslayer making his way back into that B flag. Curious to see him using the slower rate of fire medic gun here instead of the Tommy gun. Maybe he needed the long range onto that B flag. That was his thought process, but he does hear the footsteps. Can't get the turnaround and will end up falling. Armor now is going to be back up. That's going to be Adamant pushing in onto that B flag. So what looked like a pretty good push is not going to be. And as you can see, Osprey is going to be up top, but he only had those grenades. So not going to be doing too much damage. Esteban, though, drops down. And he does spot out a couple of these players. Actually, a player going right up into his position that he was just at. But they need to get onto a flag here pretty soon. 60 tickets now to 107. Like I said, you got about a 40 ticket advantage coming in here for 1UP. And once you start getting down into the 40s and 50s, that's when it starts getting scary. You can make very little mistakes in those situations. And with them losing out, it looks like on every single one of these rotation battles, they need to make something happen. Codename doing a decent job of causing a little bit of trouble there onto that C site, but not going to be able to do much of anything else. And we do see, it looks like it's going to be Precise Gaming going down. Or I'm sorry, getting the kill there onto that C flag. So finally, it is going to be Spartans getting control of this 2-flag burn. How long can they hold it, though? Because they haven't been able to for very long for the majority of this match. We do see Adamant making his way over here onto the B flag. Nice job there from him, being able to pick up at least one of those frags. And he is going to be winning out on that burn for free, basically. A couple of shots are going to be coming on in. I like the fact that Precise Gaming is going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. Mines are going to be coming out, but the tank is just a little bit too fast on its rotation. We'll be able to take him down. Biscotti, though, is going to be coming back in onto the VAT. And that will be a very fast death going in on those players. Tank doing a fantastic job sitting up here. And Code even doing a little bit of repair work in between. And I like that play. Like I said, I like the fact that... I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take care of this. We'll wait. Apologize for that. But we're going to wait for this match to be over, and then we'll take care of the messages. Vermin Threat now going to be coming back in, as Hyper is going to be the lone man left up standing. Still trying to clear this out. I like the fact that Hyper is playing very, very patiently there. C4 is going to be coming on in to that C flag. Nice job taking down Stormslayer. Picks up a second one on Biscotti. Looking for the third. Is he will be able to find them? Yes, he does. Takes out Precise Gaming. So really good plays coming in from Hyper. And that is going to save them that C flag. I don't think there's going to be anybody else on it just yet. We do have one player coming in from main spawn. But the damage has already been done. 35 tickets to 72. As still keeping up with that about 40 ticket advantage. On the other side of the map, we do see A getting contested as well. And this will be Speed, seeing if he can maybe get a couple of these guys. Does get the headshot there on Biscotti. Oh my god, there are so many players here. Precise Gaming goes for the revive. And that is going to be a really good play coming out from Speed, preventing those revives from going down. Yeah, he's just checking and making sure that no medic is going to be coming back in. That was a really good play from him. Preventing any of those players from getting those heals or the revives. And he's possibly going to be able to take down this last player. Nope, he doesn't end up getting picked up. So A is still going to be getting contested, but so far going into the favor right now of 1-up. 30 tickets now to 63. Like I said, this is about the time that it's getting into that scary stage of the game. And Bully Noob is going to be the only one left up and alive here to try and save this. Too Much Drugs easily takes that out. Over here onto Bravo, you are going to be seeing the tank coming back in from Adamant. And he will be able to get some nice long-range splash damage going down. But that AC hold is going to be commencing. 24 tickets left. Can they actually make it happen? Does look like they are content on pushing over here onto this A site. Too Much Drugs will be right here into the fray. And doesn't end up getting picked up to buy one shot. So A flag heavily contested so far. Doom comes around the backside. He ends up getting picked up. One shot going to be coming around the other. Not timing that in there just right, and will end up going down. Too Much Drugs is going to be on the backside as well. Now it's all up to Speed to stay alive here. 12 tickets left to 57. At this point in time, guys, they just need to drag this down. Spartans is not looking for a win. Obviously, that would be nice. They are trying to just drag those tickets down as much as possible. If they can get it in to about the 20 range, I think that they should be pretty good going in the next round. But Speed is going to go ahead and make his way in for a little bit of a Batman shot. His teammate will be able to finish that off. A flag now going back into their favor. Transitioning maybe over here to C. I don't know, but Hyper is going to be able to do a lot of damage. 40 damage onto that tank. and that would be Osprey cleaning it up. So big old push going to be coming in onto that Charlie flag, but they are flooding too many players onto it. All Prince is going to be the last man alive. And if All Prince can pick up maybe 2 or 3 kills here, that would be pretty huge. Would stall them out, but look at how fast that flag burns down. They left nobody there for the defense, and it is not going to be working there in the favor. You know, I understand they got to jump on a flag very, very fast as they were, you know, in that 2-flag setup, but it's just they could have done that, I think, a little bit better. Maybe left 1 or 2 guys back there onto that B flag. But trying to make this push happen for Bravo, they managed to make it happen. Where are the revives coming in? They have 6 players up and alive, and they're actually going to be pushing in onto that A site. Okay, so this is pretty damn crazy. So forget everything I just said, as 300 is doing a fantastic job. Speed is going to be back up. More and more spawns are going to be coming over here onto Alpha. But Scotty is going to be up and alive here. He can hear him all over the place. Spots out one, not going to be able to get a single kill. Really doesn't matter there because they weren't going to be able to get the revives there anyways. 3v1 is a pretty tall order. Stormslayer, though, still going to be staying up and alive. Now remember, the players cannot spawn in. If they spawn in, then they are not, or they're going to drag those tickets down. And they only have 2 tickets left. So this is exactly what they wanted to do. Burning it down to 30, now to 29. If they can get down to 20 or 15, they have done their job. This is a fantastic place here. Fantastic play coming in right now for 300. I thought it was going to be all over, but no. They have a little bit more in the tank. And Esteban is going to be up top. He does end up falling. His teammate, though, coming back in. That's going to be Stormslayer with the revive here just a few seconds. Can they stop this B burn, though? As there are going to be 2 players that are going to be on Bravo. Not quite going to be able to stall it just yet. 1 ticket to 19 now. Still not able to close this out. 1 up has got to be pissed off. Adamant now going to be coming into the backside. He will be able to take down Wonder. C-Flag now going to be flashing. Vermithra, though, going to be up and alive. Will be able to get his teammates back into the game. 2 players are going to be going down. Transitions over here onto that A flag. So they're going to go ahead and say, all right, we're concede C, but now we're going to go back over here to A. Oh, my God. 1 ticket to 11. What is going on here? Guys, they had 1 ticket at about 35. 2 tickets at about 35. And now they're able to drag it down to 9. To single digits. What is going on here? They're getting back into the C flag. They're going to be able to win the burn. Hyper's the only man left up and alive, and he will end up going down here. Revives are still going to be coming in. Are they actually going to be able to do this? We see the transition coming in onto Bravo. Can they make it back there fast enough? They're just going to go ahead and clown card over here on the B. 4 tickets left for 1 up. If 1 up loses this is going to be a huge choke, probably the biggest choke that I have ever seen for Squad Conquest. And oh my God, what was that? Oh, it was so close. Somebody spawned back in. 2 tickets. 2 tickets. Somebody spawned in and ruined it there, but that was so damn close. As we are going to be seeing actually a older breakout where we are going to be seeing both tanks going up to the north here. Precise Gaming is going to be able to get some really good shots there onto Adamant. They do have the support player there, so they should be okay. Hyper is going to be coming back in very, very close to Precise Gaming. And you should be able to get maybe 1 rocket off, maybe 2, before anything else is going to be able to happen. Ooh, some C4 is actually going to come out. This is massive here. Big damage going down. Precise Gaming does get taken out. That is massive with the armor going down right away and pressure being put onto the C flag. It's going to be up to these 2 players that are going to be left up to try and clear this out before that tank comes in for support, and it's not going to look like it will happen anytime soon. So really good job, I would have to say. But Stormslayer is still going to be staying up and alive. I do not know how he was able to survive that engagement. Tank shot right through that doorway, and finally he is going to be picked up by that tank. And that's what I was talking about before. You needed to clear out those guys before the tank can add in that support. Now over on the other side of the map, it does look like Too Much Drugs is going to be able to, or trying to hold on from a 2-man push as he spots out both of those players. Nice pickup onto 1. Does he get the second one? He does! And that right there, those are the plays that they're not flashy, they're not standout, but they definitely do make a huge play here in this match. So we'll see if that comes back to haunt them, because that could have been a pretty pretty key capture onto that A flag had those two players been able to bleed through. But we do see Hyper still going to be trying to do something on this C flag. He's kind of stuck in this watermill. Hasn't been able to do much of anything at all. Still going to be backing on up. Now, he is going to be dragging on these players, so this is definitely good in that respect. But Adamant going to be making sure that he's coming all the way around on the backside. Get some nice little juicy splash damage and destruction kills. But yeah, he's going to go ahead and get on out of there, as that's going to be a very rough play. A is also going to be getting contested as well. Bully Noob, though, nice little rocket there to the face. He ends up taking him down, so that is going to be a little bit of a win in their favor. C is not going to stay in their favor. We do see a 2-on-4 situation here as Wonderbread, oh my god, he is completely outnumbered. Going to go ahead and bounce on out of there. Yeah, that is not a good place to be, but he spots out two. Can he pick it up? Oh, so close there. He's going to be able to at least take down two of the individuals. Does he go in for the revive or not? He is going to be able to come around the backside, and he can't win it out. That was a huge play once again. Clean that out. That could have been an A cap. Get those spawns going down. Potentially a 3 cap with the way things are going right now. Bully Noob is still going to be back up and alive. He ends up getting picked up as well. Precise Gaming now going to be in the tank of his own. He's going to try and come back in for some help. But this pressure onto the C flag is still going to be here. 123 to 139. So far, it does look like the control is going to be staying over into the favor here of the Spartans. Biscotti's still trying to look in where he wants to go in at. He's not going to be able to do anything to tank, obviously, as he's a medic, but being able to keep his assault players up and alive, making sure that they are healthy, they can take a little bit of splash damage. That's going to be pretty key, as I think the rest of those players are going to be fished away. Stormslayer coming around the backside, only able to connect with one. Adamant doing a fantastic job once again on still being able to provide that cover here for his teams, even though they don't have the flag. Now, on the other side of the map, we are going to be seeing Too Much Drugs trying to make a play here onto that B flag, but look behind him. That's Vermithra. Ooh, not able to connect with the shots. That is going to basically allow him to be spotted out. And he is going to be able to finally find a frag as he makes his way still into the backside of that Bravo site. And he is doing a fantastic job so far, as he's been able to clean out this push completely, saving over onto Bravo. Still going to be giving chase, though, as, yeah, that is going to be one-shots in a bit of a disadvantage. Hyper, though, on the other side of the map, still going to be in his nice little hidey hole. We're going to call this the Hyper hole. And that didn't sound bad at all. But Hyper is still going to be staying up and alive. He's trying to spam through there, not able to do anything. Finally does get taken out. That's going to be a clean wipe there onto the C flag. Precise Gaming able to push back and take out Adamant. Now we do see those spawns that are probably going to be happening over here next to A in the middle of the map. That's going to be a pretty difficult play to make. Vermithra, though, is going to be right up in the mix of it. So he's going to be in the middle of these two pushes that are going to be commencing on Bravo, as B is going to be going down. Now he's listening for those footsteps. He can actually hear them. And you can see how close those players are going to be at. Vermithra spots out one. Going to be able to take him down. Spots out a second one. Does he get the player who was just revived? I don't know if he was actually revived. Don't think he was. So very, very good play there on Vermithra. Two players are going to be left up onto the B site. Does eventually get taken down, but did quite a bit of damage. Let the rest of his team have an opportunity to maybe pick up where he left off. 82 to 126. So advantages are definitely into the favor right now of Spartans. And again, only 5 tickets separated these two teams. So you're looking at pretty much, you know, nothing that they have to worry about in order to take this map. Valky is setting up on top of this alpha site. Those tank shells going to go ahead and push him into the back, but he's going to be okay for now. Not going to get any pressure there from infantry players. In the meanwhile, we do see another surge of infantry coming in from that C site for Spartans. You know, Precise Gaming, there's not really a whole lot that he can do in that situation. His infantry players are kind of getting wiped up, so he's not going to be able to push up too aggressively. Although, if you talk to Mona, he would have something else to say about that, as he was locking it down pretty decently there previously in our first match. But we do see B flag now going into the favor here of 1 up, and still going to be seeing Codename doing a decent job of holding them back. Doing some damage there to the tank. So Precise needing to go ahead and back up. Valky is going to go ahead and push in, put some pressure onto that C flag, but they are quickly going to be evening up the score. 76 here to 99. And this is just chaos over here onto the A site. Biscotti is still going to be up and alive. We do get the revives. Code is going to be all the way into the back behind this rock with Adamant. They are going to be able to provide some nice little splash damage going in, but at the same time, we do see B flag starting to get contested. So this is going to be a lot of fighting everywhere. Everybody's going to be stretched thin. Nice pickup there as Esteban gets the crossfire. Doom's going to be trying to come in, but he's going to be way too late as they're already going to be able to get the cap on it. Osprey is in a nice little position to get some crossfire. We'll be able to take him down. I don't think that they realize that there's a couple more players that are going to be coming back in. And that was actually a trade that went down, I believe. But Wonder Bread should be able to finish out the burn. Spots out 2 more players. Not the best gun for that long-range engagement, but he is going to be able to make the best of it. Can he get the frag? He does on the one-shot. Every one of these frags are going to be helping out his team tremendously as he picks up another one. Goes in for the reload, and oh, his teammate is going to be able to save his life as that is one hell of a glitch right there. Okay, so if somebody could clip that, I do want to send that into DICE because that's going to be new. Oh my god, tell me this is not going to be the case here for the entire match. Okay, this is good. This is good. Still mixing it up. We see Vermintha trying to come around for a little bit of a flank. Esteban's still going to be up in the mix. Osprey now, the last man alive. It's going to be Doom and Shots to try and fix this flag into their favor. And Osprey is still going to be holding strong. Shots is the only one left up. He is a medic, which means that he's probably going to have a little bit better close-in engagement gun. But look at the spawns coming in. Biscotti and Storm going to be coming in from behind. Can those spawns happen fast enough? Boom! We do see some C4 coming on up. That's going to be a quick wipe there. B flag will be returning into the favor of the Spartans. C flag is going to be relatively safe. We do see the tank that's going to be fairly pushed up here for Precise Gaming. Adamant, he's trying to use this rock here for some cover. But, I mean, he's going to be able to get some nice little shots off on the Precise. He might actually be able to get a disable here on one of his tracks as Precise was actually turned sideways there. But you can see right here, Adamant is not, I mean, he's squished into a really bad spot. There's not really a lot of places that he can go from there. Nice pickups here as Too Much Drugs and Speed are going to be able to pick up 2 frags there into the middle of the map, and they're going to be able to get the push here back behind the tank. Unfortunately, we see a lot of medics in that band of players instead of having some assault players. In fact, they're all medics. But Precise wisely going to go ahead and back up. I like this play from him. 35 tickets to 82. Spartans still in control of this map. And they are looking like they are not going to be able to let this thing go. Doom still up into the mix. Remember, this is 3 medics here. So they all have that close-in guns. They aren't going to be able to get those revives very, very quickly. Drugs! Ah! Can't make it happen. Bully Noobs will be able to take him out. But we do see some more spawns coming back in. Precise Gaming is going to be up and alive. Oh no! He went for the revive with no smokes! That is just, that's a mistake that you can't make. You can't make that. Now we are going to be seeing smokes now finally going to be coming out, but the infantry has spawned in, and you are going to be seeing a push happening over there onto the backside of C. Bully Noob and Biscotti both going to be up and alive. They know exactly what's going to be going down. Bully Noob tries to come back in, but that's going to be 3 medics. Like I said, you're going to have submachine guns for days. That's going to be pretty difficult to have to deal with. Now, Biscotti doesn't have the drum mag, so he is going to have to be careful about how many fights that he takes at once. And he is going to just drop down into a hail of bullets. But meanwhile, A flag is going to go ahead and get flashed. Bully Noob's still going to be staying up for this defense. He ends up getting picked up. So it's going to be 4 medics basically against a tank, which I'm going to say that the tank's going to win that one hands down every day. We do see a lot of smokes that are going to be going down, so this will push him back for the time being. But again, he's going to be able to have those spawns off on him. He can back up, get that splash damage in, and he should be a-okay. Shocks, though, coming around the backside. He's going to be able to help his team out with a little bit of a team shot. Still, they're able to get this burn on C, so maybe they're going to try and go for a power burn, but with only 8 tickets left to go, they got to make it happen right now. 68. And this is not looking good whatsoever. Spartans coming back with a vengeance. They said, hey, you may have looked good there on Hamada. You might have looked good on the first rotation of Ross, but buddy, we are here to play. As 1UP will be able to get that 3 cap, but this is a tall order. A flag is now going to be flashing back over. We do see the tank just doing a lot of damage here. So all of these players going to go ahead and back up. No need to waste his life. They have tickets to play with. They don't have to get too crazy here. And they are slowly but surely going to be able to whittle down these players over and over and over again. 7 tickets left. This would be the second time that we'd see a massive comeback potentially on these maps. Nice play there from Precise. He will be able to take down Code. Not a whole lot of spawns are going to be left here for 1UP. Only about 1 or 2. Stormslayer is going to be back up, pulls out that C4, does more damage than he does to the other team, and that's going to allow him to get picked up. A flag has been taken back over. We see a rotation coming back in onto B. Only 2 players are going to be left up and alive. We'll see if Hyper and Code are going to be able to make this happen. Four tickets now to 40. And you can see we have about 3 or 4 players making their way up to that Bravo site. Spartans starting to burn down onto that C-Sag. You can see how critical all of these revives are going to be. And I mean, this strategy basically works. I mean, they're not killing the tank. Obviously, the tank is doing a lot more damage to them, but as long as they can get those revives, they're going to be perfectly okay. Unfortunately, it looks like they are getting cleared out. Doom is still going to be up and alive, but he needs to connect with this last shot. Not able to find him there through the smokes. Finally does get picked up. That's going to be Stormslayer taking him down. And I think that only 1 player is going to be left up and alive. The push onto Bravo has failed. 3 tickets left. They're going to have to spawn a couple of players back in. 1 shot does get the revive. But with that cap finally happening there onto C, that's all she wrote. And we are going to be seeing 29 tickets and the first map win going over into the favor of 1UP. Or I'm sorry, of Spartans. So decent frags all around for both of those teams. They looked really, really good. Just Spartans had the better rotations overall. I like the fact that Spartans, they were keeping some pretty good pressure on 1UP for the majority of the game. There towards the end, they didn't get too crazy. I mean, they did lose, you know, about, what, 25, 28 tickets or so. But they were able to keep their head on. They flooded the right maps, or flooded the right flags, and they were able to get control of it and burn them down the rest of the way. So really good job on them. Overall, I say Spartans is looking very, very good. They they were making one hell of a comeback there on Hamada. Maybe that fire is sticking with them. And we are going to be seeing them potentially winning out on Rotterdam, which would solidify them in their win here overall. So 50 tickets are what we're going to have to see coming out of 1UP. Now, they are going to have the allied side, which means that they will not be able to get to that B flag first. Probably going to be seeing them go for a very, very heavy push over here towards the north. That's typically what we have coming out of these players. Although every now and then they do mix it up with a push there to the south. So we do have 1, 2... Yep, okay, so we're going with a 7-man medic push. Code is going to be up with a support kit. On the other side of the field, it's going to be a little bit more... Well, no, we still have a 5-man medic and a couple of supports and an assault. And that's exactly what's going to happen. We're going to have a 4-man push there towards the north. A little bit more spaced out here towards the south, but let's go on board right here and see where exactly these players are going to be pushing in. Valk is going to go ahead and get into the water. Don't know if he's going to get spotted out. Yes, it is. That is a really rough place to have to play from. But Vermin Threat will try his hand at picking up a couple of these kills right away from the start. And he's right on the other side. Actually jumps over him and will get picked up. So nice play there. Too much drugs now going to be in the mix. He ends up getting taken down. Speed doing a decent job over here towards the north side of the map. Where is Doom at? He's also going to be following this up. And for the most part, they have managed to get onto this B side. So they're going to start this burn. This is exactly what they wanted to have happen. If they can get control of Bravo, this is going to be huge, as it will allow them to pretty much cut off potential rotations coming into their back flag if they have prevented those leaks. Although kills are starting to mount, and it is not going in their favor for the time being. One up, starting to lose over onto this B push. One shot still going to be up and alive. Tries to go in for a smoke grenade to make it a little bit easier for him. And that is going to be a wipe there onto Bravo. Meanwhile, Bully Noob is going to go ahead and push on in. I like that play from him. He's going to put pressure onto that C flag, which is going to force a really awkward response coming in here from One Up. Do they go back for their home flag, or do we try and push on forward? Doesn't look like Bully Noob, though. He's going to come around for the back cap, or back flank, and we'll be able to finish off those last players that we're trying to push on in. So that's going to be a full clear on B once more. Now we do see over here to the north, it's going to be down to a one-on-one. Biscotti will be up and alive with that FG. This is a fantastic gun, by the way, which, I mean, it just does a huge amount of damage really, really quickly. It does look like his teammate did get picked up. And they may actually allow a leak here, which would be surprising as hell. Biscotti trying to use that very high rate of fire and bipod here of the FG, but he did not connect with any of those shots, so he's going to go ahead and rotate back over. In the meantime, Esteban is on the chase. Comes around the corner, cannot connect with any of those shots. His teammate, though, is going to be Stormslayer. Now, Stormslayer has really done well on this map in the past. We'll see if he can do it again. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but it's not going to be working out for him as he does get picked up. So now we do see the push commencing here onto that alpha flag. Biscotti making his way over here. Will be able to help out with a team shot, but it's 3-on-1 now. And Biscotti does get taken down. Spawns are going to be coming back in, as we do see just a hail of bullets from both sides and a lot of smoke. Precise Gaming still going to be up and alive. They need to get those spawns in as quickly as possible. I like this play. They're going to go ahead and wait for those spawns. You can just see so many smokes are popping for both teams, as it is primarily a medic versus medic fight that's engaged here onto this A side. They need to make sure that they keep those revives going as much as possible. Stormslayer only able to pick up at least 1 or 2 kills maybe, but the numbers are definitely going to be in the favor right now of this Spartan squad, and they will be able to get that clean out onto A, where the spawn's going to be coming in at. Too much drugs and one shot going to be making their way over here towards Alpha. Again, using those medic kits. At the same time, we do see C that is going to be flashing. That's going to go back into the favor here of One Up. B still in the favor here of Spartans, 141 to 97. But the biggest fight is going to be on Alpha. And we are continuing to see Stormslayer doing a lot of work, 11-4 so far. Looking fan-friggin-tastic. And he's going to be able to pick up 2? No, only 1. But his teammate's finishing off in the back, and that's going to be Precise Gaming. Also going to be able to finish up with a kill. They clean up over onto Alpha, and now they are going to be pushing on into that Bravo flag. So they managed to get their home flag back. We see a leak happening over here onto C. One shot is going to have a pretty hefty hill that he will have to climb. A lot of spawns are going to be coming back in onto this C flag. Shots will be able to spot out 2 of those players trying to transition to the backside. Revolver out. Can he land the shots? No! He is not going to be able to do so. Will be taken down. And that will result in a C flag capture once more here for Spartans, as they will be able to continue on this domination with the 2 flag cap. Osprey spawning back in, gets the kill there for Doom. A little bit of revenge. In the meantime, we do see a push happening onto Bravo. Bully Noob's getting taken down, but does it really matter at this point in time? As for the most part, the control is going to be in the favor here. As Hyper just slowly but surely looking in for these players. Not going to be spotting anybody through the smokes. Are a couple of players inside the shops, though. They do get taken care of. Fights everywhere on the map. We do see C-Flag starting to flash over. Wonder Bread is going to be the only man really in a position to maybe stall this out, but he has to get some help. Really getting taken down from behind. But look at the push coming into Bravo. Adamant now the only man in a position to potentially hold on here. Oh, and he does not. We'll get completely overwhelmed with infantry players. That will be a B cap coming in very, very quickly. Hyper is going to try and make his way back onto it. I think he should have waited and got some spawns going down. I don't like that aggressive push. He had a really good spot to maybe pick up a couple of these players that were going to poke outside of that smoke, but unfortunately, he didn't see it that way, as one shot will be able to clean up that Spartan player that was trying to leak out there towards the north to hold them back. So far, we have seen some pretty decent movement coming in here for 1UP, but they just have not been able to really connect with a lot of these team fights. It's just been going in the way of Spartans over and over and over again. And they haven't been able to win out in these battles. Good revives going to be coming in here from Wonder. We do have 2 players that are going to be set up into the backside here, but guess what? Precise Gaming is going to be there. Puts in a lot of shots, allows Wonder Bread to pick up both of those frags, and that will be a clean swipe on B. So this is going to be Spartan's game, I believe. 125 to 44. We do have Vermin Threat going to be coming in here as well. Should be able to catch out the player. Ooh, no. Hyper. Just a little bit better on the pre-aiming there, as he's going to be able to win out in that fight. One did end up leaking back, though. So Hyper going to be making his way over here to try and defend on C. And again, you know, this pressure that we're seeing coming out from Spartans, this is what you need to do in this situation. So when you have that 2 flag burn and you have a lead, go ahead and pressure that 3rd flag. It's not going to hurt. If you do end up losing, like maybe a B flag, it's okay, because you're either going to have presence over there towards that 3rd flag. Storm Slayer there, a little bit of BM, but I think it's, I don't know, a little bit warranted. You got to have a little bit of BM back and forth with these games, right? It's esports. It's not a gentleman's game. If you want that, you go to golf. C flag, though, will be getting capped over, and you will be seeing Bully Noob here finishing that out with his team. Where are the rest of the players? It looks like they are all going to be back in main spawn. Nobody has leaked out over towards A. 8 tickets left, and they are going to be able to close this out in a dominating fashion. Really did not expect this coming out from 1UP, to be honest with you. I mean, we're talking about a 50 ticket advantage on the first one. Granted, they did have the harder side, so that may have been a little bit more of a telling of what was going to happen in the future, but still 122 tickets to 0 after the 4 previous rounds that we saw before this. A little bit surprising. So now we're going to be heading on into Hamada. Definitely a nail biter that we saw previously. Again, it came down to 2 tickets. And we'll see who is going to be able to come out on top. So far, Spartans looking very, very good. They came out of that break firing on all cylinders, not slowing down. 1UP having trouble keeping up with them. All right, so you guys know the drill. You know what's going to be happening here. Pretty standard stuff overall. Not too crazy. you guys are enjoying the cast so far, I would definitely encourage you to go ahead and share this with anybody and everybody. It is much appreciated. This is the finals of the ESB preseason playoff, 1UP versus Spartans. And we are going to be seeing who is going to be able to come out on top on Hamada. 2 tickets separated these two teams. And it does look like initially it is going to be 1UP with the nice shots here onto that Bravo flag. We do see some really good tanking here from Precise, not getting too aggressive. He's going to go ahead and duck on out of there as they were losing out on a lot of those fights. We do have too much drugs coming in for a big flank to the north. I do like that. Biscotti also going to be able to get onto A, so we're having a little bit of flanking on both sides, but the problem right now is that Adamant is not really in a position to hold on to this, as everybody is getting cleared up onto that Bravo flag. So that will be Osprey getting onto that Bravo site. They are going to be able to win that one here in the start. Bully Noob is going to be all alone, trying to hold on to C. On the back side of things, though, you do see Doom now spawning back in towards that A flag. And it's basically going to be 1 on 3. Counting that tank. You can hear those footsteps down below as he does... Oh my god! Almost not going to be finishing out the kill. Doom. What was the deal there? Codename had to go ahead and finish him off. But we do see a big fight gearing up over here onto that Charlie flag. 1 shot and too much drugs. We're going to try and hold on here. As Stormlander comes around the side, not able to get the kill. Esteban also goes down. Too much drugs in 1 shot. A fantastic duo. They're going to be able to hold on to C flag. Precise Gaming is going to be up and around, but, I mean, he's a tank. Not really going to be able to do much. Maybe he can put some pressure in terms of splash damage, but now it's up to Adamant and company to try and do some work here onto that Bravo site. I like the fact that the tank getting up into the mix a little bit, but he needs to be careful. A lot of C4 coming in, and Esteban with that last shot is going to be able to take him down. So Precise Gaming now the only armor on the map. Where is he going to go? Probably going to push on in onto that A or C flag, depending on where his teammates want to push up into. We do have 3 players here on B, so it probably would be C. In the meantime, we do see Biscotti over on the other side of the map. He ends up getting taken down, so no pressure onto A, but Stormslayer is going to be leading the charge. And Stormslayer actually having a little bit of trouble here. He's 1 in 4 now. Typically a man that we've seen with a lot of fragging potential. Not going to be able to do it just yet. Have a little bit of issues. Precise Gaming, though, he's going to go ahead back on up. I like that fact. He's playing very cautious here. Doesn't need to get too crazy. 146 to 126, still in favor here of 1UP. And this is what 1UP needs. They after a loss like we saw, 1UP definitely needs to go ahead and get some kind of advantage underneath their belt. They got to get some confidence back up. Come out to maybe a 50 or 60-50 advantage, feeling pretty darn good, because they've had nothing but rough games here in these last 3 rounds. Hyper is going to be able to pick up that last kill. Biscotti is going to be up and around over here for A. Vermithra also going to be able to do some work, as he is 7 and 2. Turns around, gets the easy kill. What is going on there? 1 shot. Can we pick up a 3rd here onto this Alpha flag? Still contested onto the burn. Beautiful job. That could be a 3 cap coming in. We need to make sure that somebody's going to stay alive here. Adamant is going to be in the backfield. And he's the only presence actually onto the C flag. Do we see any spawns that could potentially come in onto him? He's going to be able to get that first initial kill. But nothing else, and he doesn't end up going down. Hyper is going to be coming back in, though, right away. And he ends up getting picked up as well. So this is just not good. Coach trying to do some work, but that's going to be a full squad wipe there for 1UP. They do end up losing out on that C flag. Most of the spawns are going to be coming back on A. They do end up getting that back, but they've lost a lot of ground. But I will say this. 2 tickets separate these 2 teams. We do see about a 20-ticket advantage coming in so far. So they do have some time to work with. They don't have to be absolutely perfect the entire time in this match. It wasn't like on Rotterdam where they're going to be pressured a little bit with that 50 ticket. So definitely not out of the hunt yet, as 1shot's going to be making his way over here towards that B flag. So Esteban has an opportunity to go ahead and clear out the backfield. Not going to be connecting with those shots. Ooh, a little bit of extra love going to be going down. Both of these teams really like each other. It looks like just spreading that love everywhere. Yeah, that sounds gross, but we're just going with it. Storm Slayer, though, gets pushed in from behind. He's going to get taken out. We do see Precise Gaming in a position maybe to put pressure onto this A flag, although probably not the best since his infantry players are kind of contained over here onto that Bravo flag. Ooh, speed. Oh my god, almost completely failing there, but I guess it's enough for him to go ahead with the teabag. Oh man. 99 to 97. One up with this slight little advantage. But A and B are all going to be flashing. Nobody is getting onto the flag just yet. Doom is going to be set up over here onto A. He's getting chased down by two other individuals, and he can't quite make it out. That's going to be a really good transition there from Storm, as he was able to catch him out into the open. Storm Slayer is going to be back on A. There's not going to be anybody there. Where are they going to actually push in from? Too much drugs. Yeah, they're going to try and get onto this B flag to contest, but Wonder Bread, even if he goes down, even if Bravo flag really goes into their favor, they're going to have to put a lot of players onto the flag itself, which does lend it for an opportunity of Storm Slayer in this tank to actually take care of them. Storm Slayer is going to be able to pick up one. And you can see everybody is focusing pretty much on the outside flags. Falk is going to go ahead and make his way to that C flag. So basically right now what we have is Spartans focusing on that AC hold. They're not going to be too concerned about putting pressure on B. They have the tank that's kind of roaming around the backside of Bravo, so he is going to be able to get a couple of splash shots on, maybe even get a kill or two here and there, but it does keep those players honest. Too much drugs now having to push on into that C flag. They need to go ahead and get this cap back in their favor, as too much drugs trading out with the frags, so too much there for that C flag in order for him to handle. And I think a Bully Noob and Biscotti will be able to finish it up onto the A site. So that's going to be another hold, successful hold here onto Alpha. They're looking just damn good so far, as Spartans locking down on all of these fights. 64 tickets now to 89, as Spartans do take the lead in this last and final map here. Did see a little bit of a push that was going to be happening here onto the C flag, but has been defended successfully. Doing a good job there. Osprey just getting some final revives there onto that C flag. So A and B now going over to the favor of one up. Still going to be seeing Falk going back and forth with Precise. Precise, like I said, he's not getting onto the flag, but he's doing a decent job of kind of just zoning out these players as to where they can actually flood in from. 61-78. 10-ticket game between these two teams, and Esteban trying to find where he can poke in at, and he's just going to try and pick up a couple of these frags going back and forth. I like this. He's going to be able to get this transition flare. Oh my god, that was almost terrible. But Esteban's still going to be holding strong, looking for that third kill, as he does get the heals up from his team. So he is going to be a thorn in the side here, as that A flag does go over into the favor of Spartans right now. Oh, and he catches two players transitioning, not able to get the kills just yet. Nice. Will be able to cause a little bit more damage, but getting pushed from two different individuals, that's not going to be too good at all. Vermithor will be up top, and he does let his teammates know, hey, you know what? We got two players going to be over there onto C flag. Osprey is going to be in a position to potentially take this out from the backside. He is going to be able to connect with at least one. Spawns are going to be coming back in as well, but I think they're going to be just fine. And there you go, 3 kills! Lining it up. He's got the Lewis gun, and he's just holding down that trigger and making sure that he cleans it up for his team. And that's going to be Osprey with an easy 3 kills, 15-5. The guy is looking good in terms of the stat line. Make that a 4th kill here, as he turns it into 16. 45 tickets to 61, as the push is going to be happening here onto that B flag. Positioning is going to be key here up on top of Bravo, and we do see Osprey just waiting and looking where he can actually get into a position to take out these players as they're transitioning into Bravo. And he's going to be able to find possibly another kill. Woo! That was a little bit shaky there, but he does eventually connect with the shots. Does look like he has finally been found out. Rotations onto that C flag from 1UP, though, are going to be successful. Nobody there really to counter it just yet. We do see a rotation from Vermithor going over here onto A, but he's going to be meeting up with 2 other individuals. So I like the fact that we have a little bit more forward thinking coming in from 1UP as they go in for this 2 flag burn. 39 tickets, 254. Very, very close match between these 2 teams. Doom is going to be able to take out Stormslayer. He's got to know there's going to be at least a follow-up of 1 or 2 more players who will be taken out by Bully Noob. So the C flag is going to get completely taken down. I believe that is everybody down. Bully Noob doing a fantastic job so far. He's picked up 2 kills in this rotation. He does end up going down, but Stormslayer should be able to follow it up, I believe. He's in a position to go ahead and get the frag here. He's gone ahead, switched over to that medic class. Biscotti now going to be back up, so this is going to be a 3-cap coming in, and they're dipping and diving, and that's going to be Biscotti getting that last kill. I don't think anybody is left up. All of them are actually taken down, and they're going to have to come all the way from spawn to try and make this happen. 3 players are up and alive so far. This is going to be rough. 15 tickets left to 45. And I think this is all she wrote here, guys, as we do see Osprey coming in with another 2 kills with that Lewis. Spots out the tank as well. As much as Adamant wants to make it happen, that's going to be a pretty tall order. Osprey still throwing down a lot of lead as Precise Gaming here will be able to get that side shot. Beautiful job as they finish it off. And our winners, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be the Spartans. Modern Spartans looking fantastic.
Only on esportbf.com.